Hi lovelies, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here's your air sign reading for the month of March 2020. Went ahead and laid the cards down because that's kind of how I started the earth sign reading. So I'm just going to continue with the pattern and just keep going with the readings. So if this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping through. Hope that the message resonates. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the content. If you are a returning viewer, thanks so much for coming back. That means I'm doing something right. And if you haven't subscribed to the content already, please do that as well. All right, so overall energy, something weird kind of happened when I was putting the cards down. So the first card I got here was sacrifice, okay? And this card always speaks to me kind of about, you know, someone who is normally very morally grounded, someone who is very clean, so to speak, taking the time to get dirty, to get down in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, having to do some real gritty type of work. So this could be self-work, this could be helping somebody else out, but this is a person who is not afraid to get their hands dirty, who is not afraid to go deep, so to speak, and to do the tough work, to do the rough work, to do the dirty work, okay? So when I did the clarifiers for this, I'm supposed to do like the bottom of the deck, right? Because that's where the overall energy comes from. But as I was putting the cards down, I kind of got ahead of myself and I ended up doing the top card. And the top card was the Hierophant. So I don't know if this is in regards to a relationship, a marriage, doing the dirty work in terms of counseling, you know, going deep into one's past, one's psyche, one's experiences. But there's also the actual bottom of the deck card was the communication card, something coming in fast, possibly fast communication, right? Moving quickly. But this is in terms of sacrifice, of giving in, giving up, you know, doing something in order to, giving up something in order to gain something, in order to learn something, in order to grow something, okay? So I'll go on to the recent past, right? Air signs, we have the intuition card, which is basically the high priest of this deck. And we know that the high priest is normally about like intuition, but it can also be about secrets. It can also be about illumination. Can also be about communication in some regards. Sometimes this is just a good listener, okay? Someone who is able to hear and understand and empathize, okay? But in this regard, it's clarified, excuse me, with the death card, okay? And so this could be an ending. This could be a loss of intuition. Maybe you weren't listening to your higher self. Maybe you weren't listening to what your intuition was telling you. But maybe this is also a transformation of your intuition. And maybe this is a level up of some kind, okay? In regards to 10 of Wands, right? So this is a heavy load. This is a lot of baggage. This is having a lot to carry, taking a lot of things with you in an ending, moving away, leaving. Maybe your intuition told you to end something and that's exactly what you did. And you took everything, you packed it up and you went on your way. Okay. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. All right. So whereas you may have left, I feel like this wasn't necessarily the worst thing to happen because the Chariot moves forward victoriously. Okay, so maybe it felt bad at the time and maybe it doesn't feel as bad now. Okay, so if that is your situation, I feel like you may have gained a lot of clarity since then. You maybe have cut ties with this person, have cut communication with this person. Maybe with the retrograde season in full bloom, you have been feeling redirected to contact this person, or maybe this person is being redirected to try and contact you. Okay. Currently, we are in throat chakra. Haha. So yes, something may be changing in forms of communication. You may be wanting to speak. You may have something to say. They may have something to say. They may say, I am still in love with you. There is still a lot of love here. Maybe this is a completely different person and situation, and maybe you're now in talks of communication with a new person and there's new love in your life. Okay. We are investing in something. We're putting roots down with someone or somewhere that you know, we're talking about moving in together. We are talking about signifying our relationship this month. We are talking about how we can grow together. I say grow together because this feels very like intertwined energy, right? Right here is where I am. Okay, it's like that. Okay, for me. And so I'm seeing that. I'm seeing we are manifesting this. We're communicating about this. We're both feeling this. We're in the same vibe and throat chakra energy. So maybe someone is wanting to have this conversation this month. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords, right? So there's still something that is tying someone up, holding someone back, keeping someone from making this decision, right? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm not sure what to do. This may feel a little bit scary. Okay. So what's the challenge? Memories of love. Okay. Because you're probably still thinking about this past relationship, this past person. You've been reflecting on this here with the Hermit card. I'm actually really surprised at how flowing this energy is and how clear this reading is right now. And so it's probably because this is air signs and all y'all do is think. So you've put a lot of thought into this. All right. And you've been reflecting, you've been thinking back, you've been shedding a lot of light on things here with all the candles lit. Maybe a lot of things have been illuminated to you about this person, this relationship, even your Alexa skip. I'm sorry, I didn't like that. Maybe what you did in this relationship, the things that you contributed to the relationship. And see, I'm doing like a lot of stuttering, a lot of throat clearing. So this communication actually might be with this past person. I'm wondering if this past person has something they want to say. Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is passion. It is fire, it is flame, it is sometimes the sex card, but it is also clarity. It is a new beginning. And this particular Ace of Wands also speaks to me about intuition, right? But there's a lot of fire energy here, okay? Fire, fire, fire. Each of these cards have a flame in it, okay? So this could be a twin flame if that resonates with you. It could also just speak of the spark of something new, the spark of a new passion for an old flame. Okay, so maybe you have since moved, or they have since moved. This could be, having moved to calmer waters. Maybe you're ready to drop this baggage, right? I sometimes feel like she's gonna throw that overboard. She's just gonna get rid of it and let it go so that she doesn't have to carry it anymore. All right, and so this could be your energy. Okay, so I'm gonna take another card here and see. All right, so this was determined to come out first of all, the Hangman. Okay, because I tried to shuffle through it, but it fell out anyway. So waiting, being guided to wait, still trying to figure some things out, right? I always feel like this person is doing the math, just trying to figure things out, really doing the science. And so they're being patient and patiently waiting while things are being figured out. Okay. Also, what fell out was the Devil, which also just kind of popped out in the last reading too. But this could definitely be trying to figure out why you still feel so bound to this person, why you still feel so connected to this person, why you feel like they still have a hold on you. And it's very difficult for you to move forward because you can't let them go. You're having major difficulty letting them go. It could also be that you or they are waiting for the other person to return for this communication. Okay. So at the top of the situation, above everything, we've got moving on. Okay, we've got moving on, trying to move on from a Ten of Swords situation, a backstab, betrayal, a lot of different things happening during the course of a relationship that were not pleasing to the partner who feels backstabbed and betrayed. Okay, this could also just be that you're trying to move on from these feelings of betrayal. back. But somebody is really wanting some fast communication. Okay, somebody is really, I want to make sure you guys can see these, because these are the two that fell out, and they fell out together. Okay, so they really wanting to have fast communication, and somebody may be traveling really fast to come in and have this communication. The communication could also kind of get blown up just a little bit, because, you know, there's a lot of feelings involved here. And so it could kind of turn into a little battle of words, maybe a little bit of argument, as we rehash and recap through everything that has happened. But somebody's really wanting to talk here. Really wanting to talk. They want to talk about moving forward. They want to talk about slow and steady progress. What else they want to talk about? They want to talk about the Hierophant. They want to talk about marriage. They want to talk about leveling up this relationship. They want to talk about coming in and being more stable. They want to talk about moving forward to something that is very committed, that is, I feel like they are seeing things differently, seeing things from a higher perspective, you or them. I also feel like if there was a situation where there was more than one person, that, you know, that person is gone, this decision has been made, they have made their choice, or you have. And the decision is that, you know, we can be happy together. We can have this foundation together. We can have this 10 of Pentacles. We can build a family. We can have a legacy. We can do this together, right? But this is up here. This is what it's all about right now, right? But at the base of everything, right? Partnerships and alliances, okay? So while we have the partnerships and alliances, there's a 3. Okay, so maybe there's been, again, one too many people having to do with this situation. Okay, and so that's why that King of Swords was here. The King of Swords was like, no, I'm not trying to be a part of any sort of third party. I'm not trying to have everybody in our business. I don't want opinions from all of these outsiders, your friends, your family, your co-workers, whoever. And we need to cut these people out before we can move forward. Or maybe there is a person that you need to cut out before you guys can move forward or have this conversation. Yeah. Before we can start dating again, before we can start, you know, all the sweet nothings and the I love yous and the love notes and the beautiful cards and the romantic gestures. Let's do that. Let's get rid of those people who do not serve our relationship, who do not serve our partnership. Okay. So that we can be happy. So that we can do this for our children. So that we can truly see what we can be outside of what everyone else thinks. Okay. So going forward, near future, we have foundation and achievements. Okay. And this definitely feels like a family. This definitely feels like a home. This definitely feels like, you know, what things could be. Okay, so maybe someone is starting to see that a little bit more clearly there with the Hermit. But I feel like somebody is dreaming or thinking of this situation becoming something that is very stable and secure. But this could also be that if you already have a family with this person, that they are missing their family. If this is you, then you missing your family. Could also be watching, waiting, looking at other families, wishing that, you know, this was your situation. Someone may feel like they've come back to have this conversation with you, and it's too late. It's too late because you've already moved on. It's too late because you've already moved on into a family of your own, and they kind of missed the boat. They missed the boat, and so they may feel like because they left their family here with the 7 of Swords, that they may not have the opportunity to come back because, again, that Ten of Swords situation keeps popping up. So how do you recover from this? You know, how do you recover from something like that where you can't let go? And all you have is like this regretful, painful feeling and experience. It feels like it is divine timing, but it could also be that someone was or is going through a karmic cycle. Okay, and so let's see, we can pull some advice here for March 2020 for the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Give me 2 cards, please, Spirit. 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards. 1 and 2. So, High Priestess, intuition, secrets, things coming out. Guess what? The High Priestess was accompanied with the 4 of Wands. So this is family, this is union, this is foundation. Okay? To clarify, the original card that came out was foundation and achievements. And so I feel like through divine timing, all things are going to work out, but I don't know if they are going to necessarily work out with this person or if they're just going to work out for you in general, right? Because the overall energy was this sacrifice, right? And possibly the sacrifice of one commitment and communication, right? So please let me know how this resonates. I would love for y'all to come back at the end of March and tell me how the hell this all turns out. I'm just always super interested in knowing that my general collective readings are speaking to somebody, you know. I do appreciate the likes. That does give me a little boost of confidence. I'm going to do a quick shuffle here for your Power of Surrender card for the month of March. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Give me 1 card, please, Spirit. 1 card, 1 card, 1 card, 1 card. And we got surrender negative thinking. It says you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So if you do not have a positive affirmation, let me get you one. Just because that specifically came up and I have a whole little deck of affirmations here, I'm going to pull an affirmation for the air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the month of March. Please give me 1 affirmation, Spirit. We're just doing some impromptu stuff. Now, your reading, your affirmation says, I freely express who I am. Back of the card says, it is my birthright to express myself in ways that are fulfilling to me. And so this may have something to do with this communication. All right, what it is that you need to say, what it is that you've been holding back, what it is that you want to get off of your chest. Okay, it is my birthright to express myself in ways that are fulfilling to me. So make sure that when you have this conversation, that you get the things off your chest that you really want to say, that you've really been thinking of saying. You know, sometimes we get into arguments and disputes and stuff, and you go home or you hang up and you think about all the things you should have said, would have said, could have said, all the things that you didn't say. And so this is going to be your opportunity to really have this conversation. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be harsh. You don't have to curse. Although you can do any of those things, but just make sure that the point is to express yourself fully and get your thoughts and feelings out. Get them out. Okay. Release them. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.